Big Baseball is next. And welcome into this Thursday night live broadcast. Sending it down now to John Baker for our live pregame show and the game itself. Take it away, John. Thank you, Bob, and welcome in one and all to our Thirsty Thursday live broadcast presented by our fans there at Dr. Pepper, the official drink of the San Antonio Missions. And so far, it is the third game of the six-game set between the visiting Springfield Cardinals and your first half South Division champions, your San Antonio Missions. Two teams continue the series tomorrow night at 7:05 for Friday Night Baseball, Saturday at 7:05, and Sunday as we have our final Bark in the Park afternoon as the gates open at 12 noon and our first pitch at 1:05. Don't forget, our broadcast is presented by Petco and PetSmart, the official pet supply places for all pet lovers that come out to the ball game. Make sure you bring your four-legged furry friend with you as we enjoy our final game of these two ball clubs for the year of 2023. Well, as we wrap up the regular season on Sunday, the San Antonio Missions will get ready to take a few days off, and it'll be a division series for the Texas League playoffs beginning on Thursday night, September 21st. Tickets are still on sale. There's a lot more where that's going for. And so far, if you have not gotten your tickets to the Texas League playoffs, make sure you get them because they are going fast. Don't forget, our game on that night will be taking on the visiting Amarillo Sod Poodles. But firsthand, we are headed to Amarillo just for a game, and then coming home and taking on two for the Division Series Game 2 and Game 3 if necessary. Well, I'm also joined in the booth as we are live in our pregame show. And so far, Bob, good evening to you. I know it's a late start for everybody, as we were pretty much on alert that there would be severe weather for San Antonio here this evening. Yeah, I gotta say, the clouds are moving in, and so far as we get started with this ball game, it is about 8:18 on this night as we're doing our late pregame show. Now, usually we're doing our pregame show at 6:45 or 6:50 as we get started with games, and so far, I gotta say, we were watching the skies pretty closely, but there is severe weather in the forecast for San Antonio, and so far we're going to try to keep all eyes on the weather, the Doppler radar, and so far we'll let you guys know if anything bad is coming. But anyway, everything looks good, and so far we're going to try to get this broadcast going here tonight. And so far, it is crucial in these games here as we go through this week. Quite right, Bob. And I got to say, last night was pretty good. What was your reaction about that one? Well, I got to say, John, 11-5, that was a whooping for Springfield. The San Antonio Missions winning their 78th of the season, and tonight could be win number 79 if necessary. So do you think that Springfield could actually win their 69th and continue onward to catching up with Arkansas in the North? Well, I got to say, John, I think it's a great possibility that they could catch up with them, but we'll have to see if whatever goes on. But I got to say the Northwest Arkansas Naturals has to beat Arkansas in order for Springfield to catch up with them. Springfield has to beat San Antonio in this game, in tomorrow night's game, or even Saturday night's game and Sunday's game as well. They need to get up in there, and if they can, they should have a possibility of taking the first place in the North Division. Just getting up there and hoping for the best that they'll claim a first place position right there. But anyway, I gotta say, we have just received word of our 4 finalists. Yes, I have heard on Facebook. As of last night, there has been a confirmation that the Amarillo Sod Poodles has clinched a playoff spot. So congratulations to our second place South Division winners. The Amarillo Sod Poodles have clinched a spot. So if you're from Amarillo and you're listening to us on here on our live stream, yes, your team has clinched a spot in the Texas League playoffs. So we have our 4 finalists. Yes, that is San Antonio, Amarillo, Arkansas, and Springfield. They are our 4 finalists here in the Texas League. So pretty good right there as San Antonio will head to Amarillo for a game and then come home and take on 2 for the Division Series Game 2 or Game 3 if necessary. Say if San Antonio beats Amarillo, Arkansas beats Springfield, we will have San Antonio and Arkansas going head-to-head in the best of 3. So we'll have one game going up to All-American Ballpark and then here at San Antonio. And if San Antonio clinches this 2023 title, it will be amazing to see if that actually takes place. But let's say if Arkansas is beat by Springfield, Springfield will great San Antonio at least a couple more times in the Texas League postseason games. And that looks pretty good to me if we can actually meet them again and hopefully claim a title in this series. But we'll have to see what goes on, and hopefully we'll see what goes on in this one. Yes, well said, Jonathan, and we'll see what happens, but San Antonio needs to stay on the offense, and that's what it needs in this one. But anyway, John, thank you for having me on your pregame show, and so far I'm joined in your booth, and yes, we're about ready to get this game started. Quite right, Bob, and so far, Game 3 of this 6 games will commence shortly. And yes, we are running a little bit late tonight, maybe an hour late, due to the fact of the clouds coming in, and we, saw the couple of lightning strikes just miles away, and so far everything looks all right now, but we may hope of getting this game finished before anything else tries to pop out of place. Yeah, I gotta say, John, absolutely right. Well, you're listening to our pregame show, and this one is presented by Dr. Pepper, the official drink of your San Antonio Missions here this evening. Well, we are going to be with you in just a very few short seconds. Our first pitch coming up on this Thursday night. All right, we're about ready to get this started. And on the heel tonight for the Missions, Matt Waldron. What do we know? Well, I got to say, he is a fastball thrower. 95% of his fastballs are going in for strikes. He's very impressive fastball thrower. And tonight, this could be his lucky night getting things started here this evening. Shortstop is Errol Robertson as he'll lead it off for Springfield. And we are about ready to play baseball here at this time. Here's the pitch, and that one high and outside, and it's 1 ball, no strikes. Time now 8:25 on this Thursday night as we are underway at the first pitch. 1 ball, no strikes, the pitch. That one high, fly, and popped foul, and the count now even at 1-1. San Antonio taking on Springfield, Frisco at Amarillo, Corpus Christi at Tulsa, Midland at Wichita, Arkansas at Northwest Arkansas. Now, I do apologize. We'll say Springfield is here in San Antonio. High fly in the air. Fernandez will make the play, and he's got it for out number 1. Well, the chance now, let's give the visiting Springfield Cardinals the starting lineups. And Bob, 2 losses on the road already. How are they going to recover after that? Well, winning tonight is the most important thing for Springfield. If they could get the ball in play and pretty much put the spanking on San Antonio, then they could get the 69th of this evening. If they could get the ball in play. Francisco Hernandez coming in as he swings and misses at the initial offering. And that's taken in for a cold strike. It's 0-1. Getting a late start tonight as the sun is already going down. But we are live here tonight playing a game. That one right there, Fernandez will get the second batter. Francisco Hernandez will be out number 2. And that'll bring up the third batter, Irving Lopez. Could be a 1-2-3 inning as first 2 batters are down. And that's going to be lifted high fly in the air to left fielder Albert Fabian will make the play. And that will do. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. Bottom half of the first coming up, San Antonio coming to bat. Kenny Hernandez, a lefty for Springfield, will be out. And what do we know about him? Well, he's got a command that he still needs to work on here in Double-A. But still, he's really looking forward to getting up into Triple-A or even Major League Baseball. But you got to put work where work is due. That's absolutely right. Leading off the bottom of the first inning, center fielder Tim Lopes. As he takes a ball down and in, it's 1 ball, no strikes. Well, you can see those remaining thunderstorm clouds breaking off. But anyway, there will be a lot more cloud cover and more activity as the sun goes down here tonight. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. High fly in the air. Boy, howdy, he blistered it. It's gone. A home run. And the Missions will strike first by center fielder Tim Lopes. And it's a early 1-0 San Antonio lead. Boy, he blistered that ball, and that one was gone. 357 feet in the air, 106 and 1 exit velocity. And that one was spot on by the Missions here tonight. Wander Javier coming in, the shortstop, as he takes one right there in the inside corner. For a taking coach strike, it's 0-1. Boy, that one right there by center fielder Lopes. He gets a go chain with that $sign on it. And he gets to wear that thing until the next person commits a base hit. And a home run on top of that. No balls, 2 strikes. And that one's going to be hit to the shortstop. flip it to first, and that's a easy out. Well, let's take a look at the home team starting lineups, and Bob winning 2 against Springfield. That base hit and home run by center fielder Tim Lopes will give us a direct result of what will happen when you win on those base hits. Exactly. You got to keep your foot down on the gas pedal. Don't let up, and don't let that other team get in there as well. Because if you do, they get inside your head, boy, you might just kiss this night goodbye if that's the case. Right fielder Joshua Mears coming in as he swings and misses, and that's the count now, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. That one right there to center, and that's going to get through for a 1-out single. Boy, that was hit beautifully up the middle of center. And that's going to bring up the 4th batter tonight, first baseman Juan Fernandez. As he takes ball 1 outside, and the count now 1-0. Got fans watching from Springfield, Missouri. Midland as well. Got the Rockhound fans here in San Antonio watching a little more baseball. And that one's going to be dribbled. And they will not get him. That's going to be an infield base hit. And that's going to be on a fielder's choice. And he made it right on time as he beats the ball. And that's going to put runners at first and second now. The pitch. And right there, that's a called strike on hot corner third baseman in the 5th spot, Lucas Dunn. No balls, 1 strike. First and second, 1-0 missions. That one is fouled in the way. The count now 0-2. Here's the 0-2. And that's a swing and a miss on a strikeout. And that's for out number 2. Well, that's going to bring up the designated hitter, Grant Little. Little coming in and ready to go. Right there, hit to short. Flipped to second, and that is the force out to end the inning. Not until this prospect here, center fielder Tim Lopes will give us a run on 1 hit. No errors after this one. And it's now on to the top of the second. San Antonio Missions up 1-0. We're back here with Texas League Baseball as we start up the top of the second for L.J. Jones to lead us off. We're back for more right after this. Well, tonight is our $2 soft drinks night here at the ballpark, and just go visit the concession stands where $2 Dr. Pepper and $2 soft drinks are all night long here on this last Thirsty Thursday of the regular season. Fans, don't forget that our final Sunday game is this week, 1:05 first pitch, and it is Bark in the Park as we celebrate Dogs Week and also Air Bud as well. Thank you, Bob, for the encouragement of our things going on this week as we get ready to wrap up the regular season. And so far, we are back in 3, 2, 1. And yes, we are live here. Texas League Baseball here in the top half of the second as L.J. Jones will get things started here for inning number 2 for Springfield. So about ready to go. Waldron back to work. The pitch. And that one is outside, but taken in for a code strike. It's 0-1. Inning number 2 already underway. And the pitch. That one is chopped foul, and that will go right past some of those Springfield batters or reserve catchers and pitchers. They got to watch out for them. Yeah, right there to Jackson Merrill. Flip it to first to Juan Fernandez. That's a quick out, number 1. Well, the center fielder, the 5-spot, Chase Pender, coming in for Springfield. Ready to go. Here's the pitch. That one high in the air. Fernandez will not get there, and that will drift foul. No balls, 1 strike, 1 away, nobody on. Top of 2 underway. And that one is fouled off. And still holding on right there at 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. High fly in the air, up in right field is Joshua Mears. And that is 2 up, 2 down here in this half inning. The designated hitter is Tyler Rechenborn, batting in the 6th spot. DHing tonight. Right there in the inside corner, that's taken in for a code strike. It's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch. Right there and in for a taking code strike, and it's 0-2. Well, 1 more strike, and that could put them down in this half inning. Waldron, the 0-2. And that one is chopped foul. He'll protect it. And that's still holding on at no balls and 2 strikes. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. High fly in the air, up in left field, and that will drift out of play. Still hanging on at 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to count. The pitch. High in the air, Jackson Merrill near the second base area will make the play, and that will do it. No runs, no hits, no errors for Springfield. As we now head to the bottom of 2, it's 1-0 San Antonio. Lean off the bottom of the 2nd inning, the second baseman, Jackson Merrill. We're ready to go here in this one. And the pitch. That one hit the first. Easy play as he steps on the bag. And that's a quick out, number 1. And that's going to bring up the 8-hole cleanup batter, left fielder, Albert Fabian. Fabian coming in. And right there and in for a code strike, it's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. And that one is lifted. High fly in the air. And up to right center is the right fielder as Justin Turner makes the play. And that is out, number 2. Boy, a 3-run shot during Tuesday night's contest, giving San Antonio a 9-8 victory over Springfield. Here's the batter player of the week, Michael Cantu. Cantu was recommendation for the player of the week. And so far he is the best prospect in the Padres organization. Quite right, John, and he's a best one as of yet. He might be a pretty good candidate of getting up in AAA pretty soon as starting off next season. That's right. Well, no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. We end 2 here tonight. San Antonio up 1-0. Top of the third coming up as Matt Koperniak will lead us off when we come back our commercial messages. We're back in 3, 2, 1. Lean off the top of the third inning for Springfield, the 7-hole batter, Matt Koperniak. Koperniak coming in. Ready to go, Matt Waldron back to work, and he takes one right there and in for a coach strike. And it's 0-1. 0-1. Right there and in, the same place where he put the last one for a code strike. It's 0-2. I might go ahead and give you guys some Texas League scores. So far, 1-0 San Antonio over Springfield. And a lot more where this is going to continue this rally. High fly in the air. Third baseman Dunn will make the play just shy of home plate. And that is for out number 1. That'll bring up right fielder in the 8-hole cleanup batter, right fielder Justin Turner. Turner coming in, ready to go. The pitch to him. Right there and in. Just shy of the inside corner. That's taken in for a coach strike. 0-1. The 0-1. Right there and in, and that's code strike with a count 0-2. Oh, and 2. High in the air. Left fielder Albert Fabian just shy of the line will make the grab, and he's got it for out number 2. The catcher, well, that's going to bring up the 9-hole batter, Pedro Pages. Pages coming in, and the pitch to him. That one is shy of the inside, and that's 1 ball, no strikes. One 0. High in the air, and that will go out of play. The count now evens now 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Top of the third. San Antonio up just a run. 1-1. That one is outside, shy of the inside corner. And that's taken for ball 2. The count 2-1. Here's a 2-1. High fly in the air. That will go foul. Now even up 2-2. Here's the pitch. And he'll foul that one off, and he'll stay alive for another one. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss, and he gets him. And that will conclude the top half of 3 here this evening. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. Bottom half of 3 coming up. San Antonio up 1-0. Well, leading off the bottom half of the 3rd inning, the center fielder, Tim Lopes, who was the solo home run back in the 1st inning. And pretty good right there. I'll go ahead and give you scores. Corpus Christi leads the Tulsa Drillers 2-1 there at DCJ Field, as they are top half of the 6th inning. Claiming the first 2 games, boy, Corpus Christi has really been on fire through this series at DCJ Field. 1 ball, 1 strike. Count now. The pitch. And that one is going to be fouled off, and the count now 1-2. One and two delivery. That one high and outside for ball 2. So the count now 2 balls, 2 strikes. That one is high fly in the air, and boy, that's going to get through for extra bases. And that's going to be a Tim Lopes double. And our proud sponsor, Dr. Pepper, is coming in, but also Whataburger as well. Whataburger is that double meat cheeseburger coupon and medium order of onion rings or fries, and that courtesy drink, everybody's favorite, that is Dr. Pepper. And now is shortstop Wander Javier, grounded out in the first, 0 for 1. Runner in scoring position, center fielder Lopes. And the pitch. And that one's going to be high flying in the air. And that won't be enough for a tag up, as that will be a center field out. So 1 away on that play. And that's going to bring up the right fielder, Joshua Mears. Boy, the Sod Poodles hold a run. And so far they hold the Frisco Rough Riders 2-1 as they head to the top of the 9th inning there at Water Ridge Field in downtown Amarillo. Here's the 0-1. That one's going to be high flying in the air. And that also won't be enough for the tag up to even happen. And that is a quick out number 2. Well, Juan Fernandez coming in. He's 1 for 1. Single in the first. And the pitch. And right there, as he hits it the first, and that will end the inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, 1 left. As we now head to the 4th inning, it's 1-0 San Antonio over Springfield. We're back for more. When we come back from our commercial messages, Errol Robertson will lead it off when we come back. This broadcast is coming back to you live from San Antonio, Texas. Now bringing back John as he continues this one. Well, thank you, Bob, and welcome back, everybody, as we get ready for the top half of the fourth inning, as Errol Robinson will lead it off. But first, before we get started with this top half of the fourth, we're going to go ahead and give you scores up from Wichita. The Rockhounds up 4-2. And so far, Wichita trailing Midland just 2 runs. So, gotta say, they are doing good as they are bottom half of the 6th inning. Well, we're about ready to go as Errol Robinson will step in as we start up the 4th inning. Here's the pitch. And that one is outside. 1 ball, no strikes. One 0 delivery. And right there and in for a taken code strike. And it's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch here. Right there and in for a taken code strike. It's 1 ball, 2. 2 strikes. 1-2. High in the air. Center fielder Lopes makes the play up in shallow right field for out number 1. Well, that'll bring up the second baseman, Francisco Hernandez. Last time up, he grounded out in the 1st inning. The pitch. And that one's going to be right there, line drive, and that will break the no-hitter. So 1 hit for Springfield as they will have the tying run already on first base. That'll bring up the 3rd batter, Irving Lopez. As he comes, it takes 1 right there and in for a code strike. It's 0-1. Before the 0-1, they will throw back to first to make sure he's keeping in standing. And again, he'll throw back to first. Boy, they're making sure that he's awake right there. The 0-1. Right there and in for a code strike, and it's 0-2. Oh, 2. That one chopped foul, and he'll see another one. Oh, 2. High fly in the air in left field. Fabian will make the grab. And runner looking like he wants second, but he'll have to go back to first just for the safety of not getting tagged out. Well, that'll bring up L.J. Jones as he grounded out in the 2nd. It's 0 for 1 of the night. Right there in the end for a taken code strike, and it is 0-1. The 0-1. That one fouled in the way. The count now 0-2. The 0-2. And that one is chopped foul, and he'll see another one. Well, you got to say, that's at least a couple of those fouled off right there. Yeah, you're not kidding, Bob. And that's going to be a base hit up to right. And that's going to bring in a 2-out single. And that will be a runner in scoring position at second. So now the tying run is out there in scoring position. So they need to find a way to get out of this half inning. And so far, that's what they need to do in this one. The number 5 hitter, center fielder Chase Pender, coming in, and he'll take one right there and in for a code strike. It's 0-1. Boy, Wichita getting first and second there at the port, and they got the tying run to come up against the Rockhounds if they could score in those two. The 0-1. And right there, as Jeff Andrews says, he went around. That's taken for a code strike, 0-2. The 0-2. Right there, strike 3. And boy, howdy, he does not like that call whatsoever. And that will do it. So no runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left. As we now head to the bottom of the 4th, and it's still 1-0 San Antonio. 5th batter, hot corner, third baseman Lucas Dunn coming in. And that's going to be up at right center. That's going to get through for a leadoff hit. And so far, pretty good right there. As he'll be lead off in the first base area. The designated hitter, Grant Little, hits one high fly in the air. And that will head up the left fielder, who will make the catch out there in center for the out. Second baseman is Jackson Merrill. Last time up, he grounded out in the second inning. Boy, nighttime here, but thunderstorm activity could be on the high rise as we get out of here tonight. But hopefully everything will hold off until we're done this evening. That one in the inside corner, that's taken in for a code strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. And that's chopped foul, and the count now 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes the count. And the pitch. High fly in the air, up there. Shortstop will range under, and he's camped under for the out. And there's 2 away. The left fielder is Albert Fabian in cleanup. And the pitch. Swing and a miss at the initial offering. And that is for a code strike. It's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. And a pitch. And that one's going to be right there. Stopped by the first baseman, and he'll step on the bag. So, no runs on a hit, no errors, 1 left. As we go to the top of the 5th inning. But looking at the diving play and racing off to the first base area as he steps on it to get his man out for the final out. Well, the designated hitter, Tyler Rechenborn, will stride up for the top of the 5th. We're about ready to go. Here's the pitch. And that's going to get right past the first baseman, Fernandez. And that's going to put a runner in scoring position on a no-out double. So now that tying run is sitting out there at second base. And now San Antonio looks like they're getting into a little heap of danger. But that'll bring in the 7-hole batter, Matt Koperniak. As the last time up, he popped out in the 3rd and is 0 for 1 of the night for Springfield. The 0-1. That one is high in the air. Fernandez looking like he was going the wrong way. He makes the catch out there just shy of second base. The mound, little ways from the third base area. That'll bring in the 8-hole batter, Justin Turner. Turner coming in, ready to go, and he takes one right there and in for a code strike. It's 0-1. Deal 1. And that is going to be high fly in the air. Center fielder Lopes will make the running grab and tagging up from second to go into third. And the Springfield tying run is 90 feet away. So one base hit needed to get that run in to score for Springfield. And they would tie up against San Antonio at 1-1. But that's only if they could get a base hit on this one. Stepping in the 9-hole batter, Pedro Pages, as he takes one right there and in. The code strike, it's 0-1. Top of the 5th inning, runner at third, 2 away, 1-0 San Antonio. And that's going to be high fly in the air. And the center fielder will make the running grab, and boy, they would get out of danger in that half inning. So no runs on a couple of base hits. No errors, one left. To the bottom of the 5th we go, and it is 1-0 San Antonio. Well, John Scampy and Chris Singleton will be live for the Division Series Game 1 at Amarillo, as that will be the only game that they will broadcast there. Amarillo and San Antonio will be here at our favorite ballpark here in San Antonio, Texas. No, bottom of the 5th inning, Michael Cantu coming in as he swings and misses, and that's the count now, 0-2. That one fouled and away. The count now still holding at 0-2. Fouled off, and he'll see another one. Boy, that's like 3 fouled off balls. He's staying alive at an 0-2 count right there, John. Yeah, he is. And right there, make that number 4. Yeah, he is waiting to see which one he's going to hit. The 0-2. And that one's going to be dribbled. Third baseman will throw to first, and they get him just by half a step. And that'll bring up to the top of the San Antonio lineup, stepping in the home run of the game, center fielder Tim Lopes. The pitch. And that's going to be high fly in the air. And that will head up to the center field area as the man up there will make the play for out number 2. Northwest Arkansas, boy, they are winning their ball game at Riverboat Field in North Little Rock. The Northwest Arkansas Naturals taking on the next-door neighbor rival, the Arkansas Travelers. Just absolutely beautiful up there, 10-3, as the Naturals lead Arkansas by the score. Well, no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. To the top of the 6th we go, and it's 1-0 San Antonio. Errol Robertson will come in as he'll lead it off. When we return, it's Texas League Baseball, 1-0 San Antonio in this ball game. Back for more right after this. Leading off the top of the sixth inning for Springfield, Errol Robinson. Robinson coming in, ready to go. And he's set. Right there in the inside corner. And that's taken in for a code strike. It's 0-1. Well, top half of the sixth inning. Still a 1-0 score. San Antonio having that home run back by center fielder Tim Lopes. That is high fly in the air. And they cannot get there. And that's going to get over the wall for a ground roll double. Boy, and I bet Springfield is just getting so antsy. And yeah, I bet they got some ants in their pants just biting them. Huh, ouch. Boy, I remember when I felt that. Ants in the pants. Yeah, right there. That's the count now, 0-1. Francisco Hernandez, second baseman tonight for Springfield. And so far, doing pretty good. The 0-1. High in the air, Fabian will make the play. And that is out number 1. Well, that'll bring up the hot corner third baseman, Irving Lopez. 2 flyouts through this game, 0 for 2 of the night. The pitch. That one is down and out, 1 ball and no strikes. Here's the pitch. And that one's going to be right there. Line drive, and that's going to get through for a base hit. And the tying Springfield run will score in from second. And it is now 1-1. In now, L.J. Jones. 1 for 2 of the night, and he goes after, swings at the initial offering. He didn't even look like he swung. Well, I wouldn't argue with Jeff Andrews on that call. I knew I would get ejected if I did. But if you were in the batter's box? Hey, I was in the batter's box a lot of times back in the good old days when I played baseball. Oh, what was your positions? I played a pitcher and shortstop. And that's going to be right there. Line drive up the left field, and that's getting through for a base hit. So, 2 back-to-back singles, but boy, I got to say, it looked like it was 3. But grounding into that double with a RBI single coming in. That was something else. And that's going to be right there. Chase Pender, center fielder in tonight. Take a code strike. It's 0-1. Runners at first to second. Top of the 6th. We're tied at 1. 1. Right there and in for a taken code strike, and it's 0-2. Oh, and 2. Right there, strike 3, and he gets him going. So Pender goes down on strikes. And that is 2 quick outs here in this half inning. In now, the designated hitter is Tyler Rechenborn. Rechenborn coming in, and he fouls that one off, and that's the count now, 0-1. Doubled last time in the 5th inning, is 1 for 2. And the pitch. And that's going to be chopped right there. He'll underhand right to the pitcher, covering for first base, and that is the third out. But a run comes in to score on a couple of base hits, no errors, 2 left. As we head to the bottom of the 6th inning, it is tied at 1. Leading off the bottom of the 6th inning, right fielder Joshua Mears. Mears coming in, ready to go. And the pitch. High in the air. And that one will drift out of play and foul. The count now is 0-1. Swing and a miss. That's the count, 0-2. And he fouls that one off, and he'll see another one. And that's going to be right there. Second baseman will throw to first, and that's quick out number 1. First baseman Juan Fernandez, 1 for 2, single in the first. Well, we do have a game already called, and so far Amarillo will beat the Frisco Rough Riders in a final 2-1. So Amarillo's second place winners will claim the 75th of the season. And that means the Frisco Rough Riders will be 63-71 for this evening. That's right there up in right field, and that's going to get through for a base hit. So tie-breaking run will be at first base. And that'll bring up the cleanup hitter, or the number 5 batter, Lucas Dunn. And that's fouled away. The count now is 0-1. Well, after a busy day as it is, I am so tired, I feel like I'm ready to go to bed. I hear you, John. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's the count now, 0-2. Well, one more strike, and it'll be the second out. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and right there on cue, out number 2.
Now, the designated hitter, Little.
And that's going to bring up the designated hitter in the 6th spot, Grant Little. And that's going to be line drive, and that's going to get through for a base hit. And that will put runners at first and third with still 2 away.
Now second baseman,
Well, Jackson Merrill could be the victorious winner here. And go to Victor, go to spoils. Here's the 7-hole batter, Jackson Merrill. And that's going to be lined foul. And the count now 0-1. Pop out, ground out. That is the second baseman, Jackson Merrill. 2 away, first and third. And that's going to be right there up to right field. And that's going to break the tying ball game. And it is now 2-1 San Antonio on a Jackson Merrill RBI single. Well, pretty good on that one. And that'll bring up the 8-hole cleanup batter, Albert Fabian. And that's going to get up the middle, and that's going to bring home a run. And the Missions hold a 2-run deficit. And pretty good right there. as that was under the pitcher's knees. Well, time now as here comes the manager, and so far that will do for the starter here tonight. And is still responsible for the runners on bases and 2 runs given up already here in this half inning. Connor Lund will be the starting relief pitcher, so he will get the starting assignment for the Cardinals. 6'3" and 215 pounds and age 24 will be on relief. 9-hole batter Michael Cantu coming in as he fouls the initial offering off for a strike. It's 0-1. Bottom of 6, 3-1 San Antonio, lead 2 against Springfield. And the 0-1. And that one's going to be right there up to right field, and that will do. Well, this half inning is over. 2 runs on 4 base hits, no errors, and 2 left. To the top of inning number 7 we go, and it's the San Antonio Missions 3, Springfield 1. Matt Koperniak will lead us off top of 7 for the Cardinals, as the first pitch by Matt Waldron is taken in for a strike. It's 0-1. We're underway of inning number 7 on this Thursday night, as the time now is 10:18 on this Thursday evening. Don't forget, spend the weekend with us. It is our last weekend of the regular season in 2023. And so far, do not miss a single moment of the regular season in action. That one fouled in the way. The count now 0-2. Missions looking for the Texas League playoff rounds to go good. And so far, the 4 finalists have been announced. San Antonio, Amarillo, Arkansas, and Springfield are our 4 finalists that will make their way to the playoff rounds. High fly in the air, left fielder Albert Fabian will give chase, but that will land out of touch. The 0-2. Right there, strike 3, and he gets him down. Boy, and 95 to 97% of Matt Waldron's first pitches has been in for all strikes. Now I gotta say, Bob, go the victor to the spoils, I will say. He's been doing a great job on the hill for the Missions here tonight. That one right there, the third baseman done, as he'll lunge out in left field to make the play. And that is out number 2. Where did you hear that old saying? Well, I tell you one thing, if you watched Indiana Jones, then you probably know where that came from. So the 9-hole batter, Pedro Page, is coming in as he takes one right there and in. And that is for strike 1. No balls, 1 strikes to Pages. The 0-1. And that one is right there, 1 ball, 1 strike. Boy, we'll go ahead and give you scores from Tulsa. Well, the first time ever, Tulsa is now up 3-2, so they lead a run against Corpus Christi. And pretty good on that ball game there at DCJ Field. The 1-1. And that one is high fly in the air. Up in right field is, or right center, is Tim Lopes. And that will do for this half inning is over. With no runs, no hits, no errors, we now sing Take Me Out to the Ball Game. It is 3-1.
Leading up for San Antonio.
Center fielder Tim Lopes, home run, double RBI, 2 for 3 of the night. As we are now entering into the 7th inning for San Antonio. Right there, hit the third baseman. He'll flip it to first, easy play, out number 1.
Now batting, shortstop, Wander Javier.
Well, Wander Javier coming in as he is 0 for 3. They'll line out in the 5th inning. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's the count now, 0-1. Well, Jose Martinez and Ryan Shreve, 2 right-handers warming up for Springfield in their bullpen. And the pitch. And that's going to be high fly in the air, and that will go up to right field for out number 2.
The batter, the right fielder, Joshua.
Right fielder Joshua Mears is 1 for 3, singled in the 1st inning. Pretty good night tonight for San Antonio, up 2 runs against the Cardinals. And that one hit the first, and that is a quick out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors for the Missions, as we now head for the top of the 8th inning. As 1, 2, and 3, Errol Robertson and Francisco Hernandez. And the 3rd hitter tonight will get going. That is Irving Lopez. We're going to take a quick pause, and we'll be right back as Errol Robertson leads it off. Top of the Springfield 8th coming up. Well, about ready to go for the top of the 8th inning, and Errol Robertson coming up to bat now for Springfield. The pitch. And that one is fouled off, and the count now 0-1. Boy, more clouds are starting to come in. It's starting to get a little bit windy out here. Don't see any lightning as of yet, but let's hope we get done, as this ball game is almost over for the night. The 0-2. That one is chopped foul, and we'll see another. No balls, 2 strikes. Pitch number 79 coming up. That one is foul. The count now is 0-2. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be right there up in right field, as that will go for a no-out single.
Now batting, second baseman, Francisco Hernandez.
And that'll bring up the second baseman, Francisco Hernandez. Hernandez coming in. He takes one right there and in for the ball, and the count now 1-0. 1-0 delivery. And that one's going to be line drive up the center. That's getting through for a base hit. And that's going to be second and third now. And boy, they are really coming in tight on San Antonio this evening. And here comes the manager, as that's going to do for the starter here this evening. Well, Efrain Contreras will be coming up to the mound to do some relief pitching. And so far, everything is going pretty good in this one. Well, Contreras is coming in this ball game, 5'10" and 210 pounds, age 23. And he's going to go ahead and have a quick word with Cantu, and so far pretty good right there. Irving Lopez, the hot corner third baseman for Springfield, will come in and take a coach strike. It's 0-1. Waldron pitched 8 2/3 innings, and I got to say, he's done really well for a fastball thrower. Right there and in for a taking coach strike. It's 0-2. The 0-2, high in the air, and that will go out of play. So that's for the count now, is 0-2. 0-2. And that's going to be high fly in the air, and that's going to be a 3-run shot. As Springfield by Irving Lopez will round the bases. And that is one thing you don't see every day, but now you do. And the Cardinals will take the lead, first time ever in this series. It is now 4-3 Springfield. Boy, 354 foot. That's a high fastball right there. Yeah, it really is, John. And there goes another one. And where's that one going to be? Yep, that's going to be a home run. L.J. Jones gets one. And Springfield is out on top. It's 5-3. So 4 runs here in this half inning alone. And the Cardinals will not go quietly into this night. Boy, that 371-foot fastball really says it right there, John. Yeah, I got to say it really does. Well, we're going to see another pitching change as Contreras is not having a good night whatsoever. But there will be a warm-up going on. So Aaron Leisure and Lake Bacher are getting started. And that'll bring in Chase Pender as the shortstop Wander Javier will range in play to make it. And so far, pretty good right there. The designated hitter is Tyler Richenborn. And the pitch. Right there, swing and the miss in the initial offering. And that's taken in for a coach strike. It's 0-1. 0-1. Right there and in for a taken coach strike. And it's 0-2. Right there, strike 3. And they get them easily. For out number 2. Right. Oh, wait. That's not the right fielder right there. No, that's Justin Turner. Remember what I told you yesterday, John? Well, okay, Cranky Bob. I know what you said. Here's a 7-hole hitter, Matt Koperniak. He comes in and takes a coach strike. It's 0-1. 2 away after 4 runs in this half inning alone gives them a 5-3 advantage. Well, 4 runs on 5 base hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. To the bottom of the 8th we go. The Springfield Cardinals up 5-3. That'll bring in a new arm, a right-hander, Guillermo Zuniga. 6'5" at 230 pounds and age 24 will come up to do pitching for Springfield as we now head to the bottom of the 8th inning. The pitch, that one is outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Tommy Parsons and Ryan Shreve, 2 right-handers, still warming up out there in the bullpen. Here's a 1-0. And that one is high fly in the air. And up to the second baseman as the second baseman will make the catch out there in center field for out number 1. The 5th hole batter, Lucas Dunn, is 1 for 3. Ooh. And that's high fly in the air. Left fielder will make the running grab, and he's got it for out number 2. The designated hitter, Grant Little, coming in and ready to go. And he fouls that one off at the initial offering for a code strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's the count now, 0-2. Well, one more strike, and this half inning will be done. We'll be into our last inning of the night. And that is swung on and missed. That is strike 3, and that will do it. Well, that is no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on for San Antonio. As we now head for the top of the 9th inning, it is 5-3 Springfield. Right fielder Justin Turner in the 8-hole cleanup spot. Get things going as Efrain Contreras will continue in this game. High in the air left field, Javier will make the grab, and that is out number 1. Want to remind our fans, tomorrow night, 7:05 for Friday Night Baseball. And don't forget, before our live broadcast is a all-new episode of Love's New Series coming up before the game. So make sure you guys get up there for an all-new Love's New Series. That one right there is fouled in the way. The count now, 0-1. The 0-1. Right there and in for a code strike, and that's 0-2. Time now, 10:35 on this Thursday night. And the pitch right there fouled off. The count now still holding, no balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and he gets him. Well, one more out left for Springfield. And we will head to the bottom of the 9th. That'll bring off the leadoff hitter, Errol Robertson. The pitch. Right there and in for a taking code strike, and it's 0-1. The 0-1. Right there and in for a code strike. It's 0-2. That one is chopped foul, and the count still holds at 0-2. Well, I tell you what, Northwest Arkansas has a great advantage over the Arkansas Travelers. It is 12-3 Naturals over Arkansas. That one fouled in the way and still holding on at no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that will do it. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. As we head to the bottom of the 9th, it is 5-3 Springfield. Well, Tommy Parsons will get the closing door assignment on this one.
Now pitching for Springfield. Number
6'4", 185 pounds, and age 27. So we'll get the call for this one here tonight.
the second baseman.
Well, we're down to our final 3 outs, and that will lead off Jackson Merrill. Merrill is coming in, and the tying run in the on-deck circle. That one fouled in the way, and that's the count now, 0-1. Need 3 runs to win it, and that will claim the 3rd of the 6 games. That one is fouled in the way, the count now 0-2. Don't forget, tomorrow, 7:05, our first pitch for Friday Night Baseball. That one is outside for ball 1, 1-2. 1-2, here's the pitch. And that one's going to be high fly in the air. And that one is gone, a home run. Boy, and he hit that one with relative ease out there. And the Missions are celebrating in the dugout, and they need 2 more to win this thing. And it would be their 79th of the season. I hope so, Bob. These boys need to get up to 80 or 85. Or even 84. That would be even better. Well, that'll bring up the 8-hole batter, Albert Fabian, left fielder. And that's going to be up there, high fly in the air, and the left fielder will make the play just shy of the warning track for out number 1.
Now batting, catcher, Michael.
Well, Michael Cantu flied out in the 6th inning. And he's ready to go. And he fouls that one off, and that's a souvenir. Young fan out there. And that one's going to be high fly in the air. In left field. The left fielder will make the running grab, and he's got it for out number 2. Well, San Antonio down to their final out, and that'll bring up the home run in the top or bottom of the 1st inning. Center fielder Tim Lopes. Lopes coming in, and he's going to hit that one foul. And that's the count now, 0-1. The 0-1 fouled off, and it's now a count now 0-2. One more strike, and it will be the ball game. And that's going to be right there, line drive, and that's going to get through for a base hit. And now the winning run is coming up.
The shortstop.
Shortstop Wander Javier has got a chance to walk it off here and send the fans home happy. That one fouled in the way, and the count now is 0-1. Fly out in the 7th. So for 4 of the night. And that's going to be hard hit, but also a rough out, number 3. Well, Springfield will claim game 3 of the 6-game set. And Springfield getting their 69th. So for all of us here tonight, hope y'all had fun. And we'll see y'all again tomorrow evening. Our final, Springfield 5, San Antonio 4. So have a good night from all of us. It's from Texas League Baseball.
The final line score for our ball game. For the victorious Springfield Cardinals, 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Mission, 4 runs on 11 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 21 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.